on this shit. They took my kids. It been bad. And I just got hooked on this shit. They took my kids.
Alright, so I just wanted to show y'all a little clip of this young lady right here. You know, I'm watching this brother's video, and he's filming. He call them streetwalkers, the prostitutes, right? And they're out there, you know, selling their body, you know, for you know, they doing something strange for a little piece of change. That's what people be saying, right? So this lady right here, as you can see, she says she's on some substance. I believe it might be the rock, the crack rock, right? So since she's been prostituting and on drugs, they took her kids. Who took her kids? You know, there's always somebody in the back. You know what I'm saying? The gov, man, the same people that got you brainwashed. You know, the same one that got you waiting on a savior. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is those are the people, you know, or the parasites or whatever that took her kids. Now I just want to just do a quick breakdown of why. Because I know there's a bot in the background saying, well, how can they do that, D? How can they do that, man? They have no right to take woman's kids. You can't do that, man. This is the land of the free. Democracy. Freedom. Justice for all. You know, it's some slow guy in the back. You know, that really, really believe in the United Fakes of America. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read to y'all real quick. You know, going back into the Ennis Ledges, aka the straw man, for those that don't know. AKA, if you don't know what the straw man is, then AKA you're a slave. How about that? Maybe you'll get to know that. So this is the definition. Now, you can Google it. This is what Google said. You can Google it if you want to, find out, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I know y'all don't be doing no homework. Y'all don't be doing no research. You know, y'all just talk. It says, this is the definition of your straw man. This is the definition of you. This is how the gov, the beast, sees you. Okay? It says, the straw man, a.k.a. Ennis Ledges, it says, a creature. That's the first word they describe you. Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? That right there alone is funny, right? They describe you as a creature of the law. What is law? Land, air, water. Remember that. Land, air, water. A creature. They described you as a creature of the law. An artificial being. Wow. You're a fake. Everybody here talking about I'm a real nigga. You ain't no real nigga. You know what I'm saying? You's a fake nigga. You know what I mean? The bee sees you fake. The bee sees you as a fake creature. Okay? You can look it up if you want. If you don't believe it, I'm really, really, you know. Either you're going to take my word for it or you go ahead and look it up. You know what I'm saying? A creature, that's what you are, of the law. An artificial being as contrasted with a natural person. Wow. I'm going to read it one more time. A creature of the law, an artificial being, a fake being, as contrasted with a natural person. You're the natural person. Applied to, check it out, applied to corporations. Considered as deriving their existence entirely from the law. Now I'm going to break that down just a little bit more. Now you got to understand when it says a creature, you're a creature. They don't even describe you as a human being. This is the reason why they do what they do to you. This is the reason why you be like, where's my rights? They slam you on the ground. Police brutality. poisoning your food, all types of crazy stuff. Take your kids away. See, people, we were all duped when you signed those birth certificates. So when you did that, when you signed those fictitious certificates, right, you gave authority to the beast to take your children away. Because other than that, they wouldn't be able to do it. You gave them rights. That's the reason why they have your live birth certificate. So, and they gave you the straw man one. And when you go to court or whatever, or you get a fine, they send stuff go to your mail, right? It's all in all caps. That's the straw man. That's not even you. Now look, it says it right here. It's not even you. It says a creature. You are a creature of the law, an artificial being, as contrasted with a natural person. So you're really the natural person, but you take the blame for the fictitious person, which is the artificial person, which is the endless legends. So when you go to court and you pay these fines, this is how they get you to pay them fines. You know what I'm saying? You get speeding tickets, whatever, acting a fool out there, whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying? You got to go to court, you know what I'm saying? And you under maritime law and you don't know what's going on. They speaking legalese to you. They got you all bamboozled because it says apply to corporations. You got to understand your fictitious endless legends is a corporation. You see what I'm saying? Considered as deriving their existence entirely from the law. Considered as deriving their existence entirely from the law. But you're under maritime law. You didn't even claim the law of the land. You see what I'm saying? So this is the reason why we have so much crazy stuff going on in the world. And this is the reason why life is basically so hard for the so-called American citizens. Because we're in the so-called land of the free, but at the same time, there's nothing free. You got to pay for water. You got to pay. They will make you pay for air if they could. You got to pay for air conditioning. So somehow, some way, they're gonna make you pay for some type of air. You know what I'm saying? Make you pay for air time. Remember back in the day when you had the cell phone, you had to pay for air time? You still got to pay for air time when you got to pay your cell phone. You know what I'm saying? That's air time, right? So, hey, at the end of the day, they are charging us for air. But I'm just trying to get you to understand this is the reason why the world is the way it is. And this is the reason why you're still slave by contract. Okay? And I feel as though there's not enough channels that's out here. There are some channels. There are some people out there. I'm not even going to mention nobody's names, but I'm subscribing to the people that I'm finding that's speaking on this subject matter. And it is broadening, my horizon with it. Because I really I understand it. And I'm doing more research on it so I can understand it more. So, and I even got another video that I didn't even post up yet that I'm talking about this. But I just heard what this young lady said. They took her kids. Who gives the beast authority? How can the beast come and take a woman's children when she buried them, when she had them kids and gave birth to them? They're her children. They wouldn't be able to do it if she never signed those certificates. You see what I'm saying? So by you signing those certificates, you basically sign your rights away. That's the only way. That's the only how. It's just like if a mother child don't go to school, whatever, and you hook in school, they could come and lock up the parents and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The parents gonna be in, just like the dude, what's the boy? I forgot the boy name, but he spoke about how when your kids go to school, your kids belong to the school. And this is the reason why if a parent want to come and get a child out of school, you gotta sign them out. You can't just walk up in the school, walk up in the class, grab your child and say, "Come on, we out." You can't do that. They look at you like, "Hey, what are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? Even if they knew that you're the parent. You know what I'm saying? Even if they knew, I don't want to make it look like somebody was like kidnapping somebody, but even if they knew that you're the parent, even if the teachers knew that that's the parent of Sasha, you know what I'm saying? And the parent came and to say, "Come on, Sasha, we out." You can't do that. You gotta stop at the front desk. You gotta talk to the superintendent, whoever that's in at the desk clerk, whatever, and tell them. Then they go ahead and announce it. You know, you got to do it that way. And he also said that if there's like a disaster, let's say if it's a shooting at a school or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If they lock down the school, whatever, you know, you can't just go run and go get your kids, because the kids belong to the beast who controls, because your kids belong to the school system, and who controls the school system? The beast. You see what I'm saying? So this is just information for those that really want to dig deep and wake up out the matrix to get free from this tyranny. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for everybody, okay? So you know what I'm saying, if it gets mad views, that's good. That's great. But if it don't, then oh well, you know what I'm saying? But for those that, you know, want this information and you like this information, go ahead and share it to whoever that you feel as though need to hear it. And get a chance to look up the definition of straw man, so that way you can find out what's really going on and why they're speaking in legalese and Latin and stuff like that, and you don't understand what they're talking about, but they look at you as a creature. You know what I'm saying? An artificial being, an AKA a fake person, basically. Artificial being, AKA a fake person. You are fake in the eyes of the beast. They don't care nothing about you. So when people be out here talking this crap, talking about, "Oh man, they gang stalking us because we're superior." Man, look, yeah, you are superior, but they don't see you like that. They see you as an artificial being. You see what I'm saying? Look, you got to understand, you can sit here and call yourself superior all you want. If you're not using your powers, then what good is it? You know what I'm saying? You know, if Clark Kent stayed in the regular clothes all his life, then he would have never transformed to Superman. What made Clark Superman? He had to get out of those regular, you know, khakis or whatever, and put on that cape, and you got to fly. A lot of y'all don't want to fly. You just want to walk around with your regular clothes on, you know what I'm saying, and you possess all this power. You can transform to Superman if you want to. You know what I'm saying? You could transform to the Hulk. And how? How can you do that? By the power of your mind. That's what it's all about. It's all about evolving your mind and evolving your understanding of what's going on around you and how this world is being run. You need to know this stuff. It's no time to be lazy no more. Laziness had us had us in bondage for far too long. This is the reason why we're in the situation that we're in. This is the reason why we got news channels and stations all day broadcasting nothing but murder and death all day. Because we choose to stay in bondage. We choose to stay in ignorance. We choose to allow these beast reptilian people to government over us. Governor over us. They want to govern your mentality, your mind. You know what I'm saying? You got to come to understand that these people are no good. Well, I ain't even going to say people because they're lizards. But these lizards, they're no good for us. They have caused nothing but chaos since they've been on this planet. And the only thing that they're doing is feasting off you and sucking you dry. You know what I'm saying? You really want to wake up out the matrix, then you need to tune in to Gang Stalk Simulation. Because all them other channels, man, they're going to be sitting here just, you know, giving you some false hope. Having you thinking that everything going to be all right. It's not going to be all right if you don't educate yourself. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be open. Study to show thyself approved. You know what I'm saying? We must not be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You should not be thinking the same way right now that you was thinking 5 years ago or whatever. You should be a changed individual. You should be growing every day. You know what I'm saying? If you was believing in Jesus 10 years ago and you still believing in Jesus right now, then you ain't growing. You stagnant. What you doing? You should have got out of that. You should realize that, I mean, come on now. Just look around. You should see a lot of y'all people don't want to put in the work. You want a six-pack, but you don't want to go to the gym. You don't want to stop eating those tasty cakes. But you want a six-pack. Well, let me tell you something, player. You ain't gonna never get a six-pack. You ain't gonna never get a six-pack. Okay? You want to be free, but you don't want to put in the work. There's a price you want to pay to be free. You want those diplomas. You want to be a doctor, but you don't want to go to school for 8 years, 10 years. You see what I'm saying? There's a price that you have to pay. You want to fight like Roy Jones, but you ain't trying to sign up for a boxing gym. You in the way. Just sit your dumb ass. Just sit your dumb ass down. You in the way. Stop playing. You ain't gonna never be able to throw a jab like Roy Jones if you don't get your behind in the gym. So my point is what I'm saying, like I said, if you want to be free, then you at the right channel. If you don't want to be free, if you want to remain blue pill, whatever, then go ahead. Go ahead, man. Go watch Barney or something. And with that being said, y'all, we out. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. DB Gang Stalking Simulation Player, the best channel on YouTube. Don't forget to go subscribe. The Truth in Plain Sight. Holla Bizak.